We've had a chat, actually more than one, from various people who are listening and thinking, okay, my issue is that I am in fact over 50 and I am competing with younger candidates for that same role. Should I be thinking of discounting myself? Should I go in at a lower comp to get the job that I want? Someone else wrote in and said, I'm also facing a restructuring, and I started to put some things together and connect with some people out there, and so far, crickets. So the question I want to ask, what in fact is, given all these possible scenarios and dare I say excuses, what is the number one reason executives do not get the opportunity that's right for them? Saundra, what's that reason?
Well, it's easy just to say that it's age, especially when you are over 50 and you see that most of the company isn't. The good news is that when you are searching at the executive level, age is not the bias that you're up against like you are in the rest of the org chart. Matter of fact, I recently read some research. The average C-level person is in their 50s. Whether it's CMO, CEO I think was 59 and CMO might be a little bit younger, but they're all in their 50s. And the people that you are competing with are most likely in your 50s, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. So it's what's going to happen though. I promise you that if you decide to back off that level of competition, and when I say that level of competition, I mean real competition. I'm talking final round of American Idol competition. I'm talking the final 3, maybe the final 2, okay? Because there's less positions the higher you go, and everybody's always looking, right? So your competition is essentially everybody. So you're at that steep level of competition. That's why you have to lead with your value. That's why it's so important to know your positioning. But if you decide to market yourself at a little bit less than that, now you're marketing yourself for something you're actually overqualified for. And if that's the case, you will always hear crickets. That is probably the number one reason people hear crickets, because when I look at response, this person responded to this job. Well, first of all, they're head and shoulders above the person it reports to. So we know that's not going to go well. Second of all, why would they be interested in this job? What's wrong with them? Are they desperate? Are they just lying about their capability, what's on their resume? Either one of those, not a good answer. Or maybe they're just looking to step back a little bit and coast because, C-level's too high pressure. Well, why would they want to hire a coaster? What they can do is they can hire somebody 10 years out of school for half the price. And that's where you end up with most of the age discrimination. All you have to do is embrace your value, embrace what you actually bring to the table, and then you enter that market in a much more competitive angle, and no one has the same experience as you. So the game is to say, how does my experience roll up to this value better than anybody else's? And if you know how to articulate that, you will get better response than applying to things that are lower than your skill set.